Welcome back, family, friends, and fans, to another LOHS TV Game Day broadcast. I am Zachary Jones, and tonight the Legends men's handball team hosts Salisbury in both teams' sixth games of the season. The Legends have a fresh roster with new faces and come into this game looking for their sixth win of the season, keeping their win streak alive, with them being 5-0. Salisbury has come to the building with a 0-2-2 record, trying to be the first team to stop the Legends from their dominancy. Now let's see the rosters. For your Lillian Osborne Legends, number 1, Ish Graywall. Number 2, Brady Heschuk. Number 3, Taran Daywall. Number 4, Jacob Ching. Number 5, Jack Barry. Number 6, Mark Colber. Number 7, Jacob Leong. Number 8, Matthew Fetchner. Number 9, Jacob Lowen. Number 10, Parham Haydary. Number 11, Yusuf Ilami. Number 13, Cooper Heschuk. Number 14, Seth Baker. Number 15, Robert Nikulsku. Number 16, Noah Steffens. Number 17, Jacob Becker. Number 19, Matheson Pohl, and your coach is Miss Grable. For Salisbury, you got number 2, Sean. Number 3, Cole. Number 5, Keaton. Number 6, Tristan. Number 8, Jacob. Number 11, Caleb. Number 12, Nash. Number 13, Tice. Number 15, Blake. Number 16, Mather. Number 19, Xander. And number 50, Connor. Legends are up 1-0. It is Keaton into the corner, shoots, and goal scored by number 18, or 16, Mather. Intercepted. It is Tanner going down. Shot and goal by number 15, Robert. Keaton back, taking the shot, and it's deflected off. It is Salisbury ball. Number 13, Tice, takes a shot and misses. Noah picks up the ball, sending it down to Robert. Robert with the ball over to Taryn. Taryn over to Matheson. Matthew to Terrison. Matheson scores. As Keaton over to Keaton, taking a shot and saved by Noah. What a save. It's Taryn taking it up the court to Matheson, over to Matthew. Matthew getting in, shooting, and saved by the goalie. That is Keaton taking it up, passing it over to Jacob, back to Keaton. Keaton to the corner, taking the shot, and it's off the crossbar. Taryn taking the ball up the court, over to Matheson. Matheson back to Taryn. Taryn over to Robert. Robert fumbling the ball, but picking it back out. Taryn to Matheson. Matheson getting by. Shooting, and the whistle's called. First Osborne ball. You got Jaden to Matheson. Over to Matthew. Back to Matheson. Matheson shooting. Oh, that's a save. That is Keaton taking it up. Over to Tristan. Trying to get it to Caleb, but it doesn't go. Taryn over to Robert. Robert shooting and scores. That makes it 4-0 for the Legends. It's now Keaton taking the ball up. Now Keaton taking the ball up. Over to Caleb. Caleb pass for Caleb is intercepted. No, it's Keaton inbounding, Caleb inbounding to Keaton. Passed back to Keaton. Over to Jacob, who shoots and scores. Jaden with the inbound. it's Matheson to Matthew. To Matheson to Taryn. Over to Robert. Down to Jacob. Back to Robert. Robert shoots, and it goes in. 5-1 Legends. Keaton gets the ball from, it goes to Tristan. Tristan shoots, and it goes above the net. Noah sends it to Taryn. To Matheson. Matheson back to Taryn. To Robert. Down to Jacob. Jacob shoots, and it goes in. 6-1 Legends. Caleb inbounds to Keaton. Keaton bringing it down. Passes it over to Jacob. Back to Keaton. Jacob. Keaton. Over to Jacob, who misses the net. Taryn taking it up. Matheson. Back to Taryn. Over to Robert. And who loses the ball? It's fumbled. Now it's Jacob and Keaton. Keaton shooting and scores. 6-2 Legends. Robert over to Jacob. Jacob sends it far over to Noah for the pickup. Taryn now taking it down. Now it is Matheson over to Matthew. Back to Matheson. Over to Robert. Robert taking it down, shooting off the crossbar, and Matthew with the rebound. Matheson shoots and scores. That is 7-2 for your Legends. That timeout called on Salisbury. That was beautiful playing from the Legends. A few announcements. Keep in mind that tomorrow and Friday, you can get your April bus passes from Miss Mitchell in the library during lunch and after school. But if you're driving yourself to school using the student parking lot, we do have a bylaw officer on school grounds now. So if you do not have a parking placard, you will be ticketed and possibly towed. And from the Student Resource Center, please note that while yes, the library is open during the day and available to all students who have a spare, you must have your ID card put on your table. This will help us keep the library a safe and welcome environment for everyone at Lillian Osborne. And as always, remember to keep the space quiet for students to study and work on assignments. It is currently a 7-2 game for your Legends, who are dominating the Salisbury. The timeout has ended for Salisbury. Osborne has taken their time. And the game is starting. It will be Salisbury's ball with number 5, Keaton, inbounding it to, or sorry, number 11, Caleb, inbounding it to number 5, Keaton. Keaton with the ball. Passing it to number 8, Jacob. Back to Keaton. Over to Tristan. Tristan to Keaton. Shoots and misses the net. Noah inbounds the ball to Taryn. Taryn to Matheson. Matheson bringing it down to Taryn. Taryn to Robert. Down to Jacob. Shoots and scores. That is 8-2 for the Legends. Caleb inbounds to Keaton. Over to Tristan. Back to Keaton. Shoots and scores. That is 8-3. Jaden inbounds to Taryn. Over to Robert. Down to Jacob. Jacob gets tackled and it is whistled down. Robert with the ball. Shot pass to Jaden and it doesn't go. Penalty shot though. It was called for holding. It is number 15, Robert, taking the shot. Robert shoots and scores. That is 9-3 for the Legends. Keaton inbounds. Keaton over to Jacob. Jacob to Keaton. Over to Tristan. Back to Keaton. Pass to Caleb doesn't go, and it is Salisbury ball. Caleb to Keaton, over to Jacob, back to Keaton. Keaton to Tristan. Pass to Caleb doesn't go, and Noah picks up the ball. Taryn bringing it down. Over to Robert, down to Jacob. Jacob, the ball gets pulled away from him. It is Osborne ball with Jacob inbounding. Jacob over to Robert, to Taryn. Over to Matheson. Matheson to Jaden. Jaden with a beautiful play and goal. It is 10-3 Legends. Tristan with the ball. Over to Keaton. To Jacob. Back to Keaton. Back to Tristan. To Keaton. To Jacob. Down to the corner. Back to Jacob. To Keaton. Back to Jacob. Back down to the corner. Shoots and misses the net. That was number 13, Tice. Noah to Matheson. Over to Robert. Back to Matheson. Robert to Jaden. Jacob. Robert. Robert shoots and saved by the goalie, but it is a penalty. Number 5 is off, and it is a penalty shot. Robert is taking the shot for the Lillian Osborne Legends. He takes a shot and scores. That is 11-3 for the Legends. Caleb inbounds to Jacob. Over to Tristan. Tristan to Caleb. Misplay there. It's Robert taking it down, but loses the ball. Robert gets the ball over to Jaden. Jaden sends a bullet and scores. 11-3 for the Legends. Blake inbounds to Tristan. Back to Blake. Over to Caleb. Caleb to Blake. Back to Caleb. To Tristan. To Blake. Blake shoots. Saved by Noah. Over to Robert to Matheson. Back to Robert. Over to Jacob. Jacob shoots and scores. 12-3 Legends. Blake into Jacob. Back to Blake. Back to Jacob. Blake. Jacob. Jacob scores. 12-4 Legends. Yusuf inbounds to Robert. Over to Matheson. Robert. Jaden. Back to Robert. Over to Matheson. Matthew shoots and misses the net. Salisbury ball. Blake to Tristan. Tristan taking it down. Back to Blake. To Tristan. Back to Blake. Tristan into the corner. Shot and saved by Noah. Now it's Robert. Robert to Matheson. Back to Robert. Over to Jaden, who shoots and scores. Blake to Keaton. Over to Jacob. Back to Keaton. Jacob into the corner. Jacob. Keaton. Blake. Back to Keaton. Over to Blake. Shot and scores. Yusuf inbounds to Jaden. Jaden shoots and saved by the goalie. Osborne ball. Yusuf inbounds the ball to Robert. Robert over to Seth. Robert to Jaden. Jacob now has the ball. Back to Jaden. Over to Robert. back to Seth. All the way over to Jaden, who fumbles the ball. Back to Robert. Jaden. Jaden to Robert. Robert over to Seth. Seth to Matthew, who shoots and scores. 14-5 Legends. That is Caleb to Keaton. To Jacob. Down to the corner. Back to Jacob. Keaton to Tristan. Into the corner. Shot and scores. That is number 15, Blake. Robert over to Mark, or Seth now. Mark. Yusuf. Seth to Robert, back to Seth. Robert. Jaden. Robert. Seth. Down to Mark. Up to Seth. Over to Robert, who shoots and scores. 16-6 Legends. Caleb inbounds to Keaton, sorry. Tristan. Over to Blake. Tristan shoots and scores. Sorry, that was Blake who scored. That's Parham and Robert. Jacob. Back to Robert. Over to Yusuf, who scores. 17-7 for the Legends. Caleb inbounds to Keaton, who shoots, and big block by Yusuf. Mark grabs the ball and gets. It is Salisbury ball. Blake to Keaton, over to Jacob, who misses the catch, and it is now Osborne ball. Mark, pass gets almost intercepted. Parham, over to Robert. Robert shoots and scores. 18-7 Legends. Keaton, over to Blake, back to Keaton, over to Jacob. Pass misinterpreted, and it is now Legends ball. Noah over to Parham. Parham bringing it down over to Robert. Robert to Jacob. Jacob back to Robert. Robert shoots and scores. 19-7 Legends. Caleb inbounds to Keaton. Keaton over to Jacob. Jacob back to Keaton. Keaton. Jacob. Keaton. Over to Tristan. Or sorry, that is Matthew. Save by Noah. It's Parham bringing the ball down. Parham to Yusuf, who scores. It is now 20-7 Legends. Caleb to Keaton. Back to Caleb. Keaton. Jacob. Keaton. That is Mather to the corner. Shoot. Oh, that one in. That is a goal for Blake. That is Yusuf inbounding to Parham. Parham bringing it down. That is Parham with the ball right now. Seth, pass intercepted. Keaton going down. Keaton, and the pass was too far ahead for Cole to grab. It is Osborne ball. Noah giving it to Parham. Parham sending it down to Robert. Or sorry, that's not Robert. That's that is Brady who scores the goal. Keaton to Jacob, back to Keaton. Jacob to the corner, back to Jacob. Keaton. Jacob into the corner. Shot, and it misses the net. It is Osborne ball, Noah to Parham. Parham bringing the ball down. Parham over to Yusuf, who shoots and scores. 21-8 Legends. Keaton inbounds to Caleb. Caleb back to Keaton. Keaton over to Jacob. Jacob back to Keaton. Over to Tristan. Tristan shoots, sorry, that was Mather. Brady passes it to Parham. Parham over to Brady. Brady back to Parham. Parham over to Mark. Mark to Brady. Back to Parham. Over to Jacob. Brady. Parham. Intercepted pass. That is Cole going down. Cole misses the ball, and it is Legends ball. Misreads the play. Noah over to Jacob. Jacob Lowen with the ball now. Parham. Parham over to Mark. Mark shoots and scores. That is 23-8 for the Legends. Caleb inbounds to Keaton. Over to Mather. Into the corner and big save by Noah. Brady sends it to Parham. Parham bringing the ball down. Passes it to Jacob Lowen to Jacob Ching. Back to Jacob Lowen. Over to Parham, who shoots and misses the net. Inbounds to Keaton. Keaton over to number 19, Xander. Back to Keaton. Over to Mather, who shoots and big save by Noah. It is the Salisbury ball. Xander over to Keaton, who shoots and big save. In the corner for Cole. Back to Xander. Over to Keaton. Keaton goes in. It is Salisbury ball. Caleb to Keaton. So Xander, who misses the pass, and it is now Lillian Osborne ball. Oh no, it is still Salisbury ball. Cole is gonna be inbounding that ball to to Keaton. Over to Mather, into the corner. Shot and big save by Noah. Over to Brady, to Parham. Parham bringing the ball down. Over to Jacob Lowen, to Jacob Ching. Jacob Ching shoots and big save by the Salisbury goalie. But Brady gets the rebound and scores. Caleb to Keaton. Over to Mather, back to Keaton. Keaton over to Xander. Keaton, Mather into the corner. Back to Lillian Osborne ball. Parham going up. Over to Jacob Lowen. Back to Parham. Parham to Brady, who misses the ball. It is now Salisbury ball. Caleb going down, but mishandles the ball. And that is the half. That was a well fought out battle by both teams, but Osborne ends 24-8 over the Salisbury. Over Salisbury. A couple of announcements. Remember that pre-enrollment is happening until April 24th. So make sure that your parents sign you up on School Zone. And from the yearbook committee, make sure you Legends order your yearbook as soon as possible. The deadline is May 31st. That isn't far away. Go to School Zone, then head to your fees tab to order it. Additionally, do you want some of your photos to be in the yearbook? Download the Friesens Uploaded app and use our code 291674 to upload your images. I was just reading some ads. back to the game. It is Lillian Osborne starting with the ball. Taran is going to be inbounding. Sorry, that's Jaden to Taran. Over to Matheson. Taran. Brady over to Matthew. Matthew shoots and scores. 25-8 for the Legends. Caleb to Keaton. Over down to the side for Tristan. Over to Keaton. Keaton to Jacob. Keaton. Tristan. Jumps, shoots, and scores. Jaden inbounds to Taryn. Taryn to Matheson. To Mark. Mark to Matheson. Matheson shoots and scores. Caleb is inbounding the ball to Keaton. Keaton to Tristan. Tristan. Keaton. Jacob shoots off the post. Matheson with the rebound to Jaden. Jaden going down, mishandles the ball but Taryn picks it up. Matheson shoots and scores. Keaton inbounds the ball to Tristan. Tristan to Keaton. Over to Jacob. Into the corner who mishandles the ball. Is now Taran bringing it to Matheson. Matheson to Taran. Over to Matthew shoots and scores. That was Brady to Matthew. Caleb to Keaton. Over to Tristan. Tristan shoots and misses. That is Brady. Or sorry, doesn't miss, he scored. Brady to Taran. Over to Matheson, who shoots and scores. That is 29-10 for the Legends. Caleb to Keaton. Over to Jacob. Jacob back to Keaton. Tristan shoots and scores. 29-11. Jaden. Brady back to Jaden, who mishandles the ball, trying to shoot on net, but the goalie saves it. Keaton going down to Jacob and to the corner for Xander, who shoots and hits the goalie in the face. That is Ish Graywell got hit in the face and is now coming off. Noah Steffens is stepping back in. Noah will be starting with the ball, giving it to Taran. Matheson to Taran. Taran bringing it down to Brady, to Matthew, back to Brady. Taran. And play is stopped because 18 isn't on the roster. Number 18 was not on the roster. Right. Number 18 for Salisbury did not get put down on the roster sheet, so they will be penalized for that. Bit of a mix-up going on right now. All right. In the mid- Still mix up on what is going on with this bench penalty for the roster mishap. Trying to decide who will take the penalty for Salisbury. All right. It was a score sheet mishap. It is number 6 Tristan and number 6 Tristan's first 2 minute of the game. Jaden inbounds to Taryn. Over to Brady. Matthew taking the shot and scores. That is the Osborne's 30th goal of the game. Caleb inbounds to Keaton. To Jacob. Back to Keaton. Jacob. Keaton. Over to Caleb. Shoots and scores. 30-12. Jaden to Taran. Brady to Matthew, who shoots and scores. Time out Salisbury with 16 minutes left to go in the second half. 31-12 for the Lillian Osborne Legends. Quick ad read here. From the yearbook committee, make sure you order your Legends soon as the deadline, make sure you order your yearbooks soon as the deadline is May 31st. This isn't far away. Go to School Zone, then head to your fees tab to order it. Additionally, do you want some of your photos to be in the yearbook? Download the Free Zones Uploaded app and use our code 291674 to upload your images. And a reminder that pre-enrollment is happening until April 14th, so make sure that your parents sign up on School Zone. Lillian Osborne is currently a lottery school, which means that it is only for families who live in the area who can be put into the lottery. And from the Student Resource Center, please note that while yes, the library is open during the day and available to all students who have a spare, you must have your ID card and out on your table. This will help us keep the library a safe and welcome environment for everyone at LO. And as always, remember to keep the space quiet for students to study and work on assignments. Timeout over, and it is Salisbury ball. It will be Caleb inbounding the ball. Caleb with it, waiting for the clock to start. Caleb, Keaton to Jacob. Keaton, Jacob. Keaton, Jacob. Back to Keaton. Back to Jacob. Jacob shoots and scores. All the passing played off. Brady to Parham. Over to Jacob Lowen. To Jacob Leon. Lowen to Parham. Into the corner. Shot and it's saved. Jacob Ching took the shot. Keaton bringing the ball up. Jacob. Keaton. Jacob. Keaton again. Fumbles the ball a little though. Jacob. Keaton. Keaton shoots and scores. Off the post, off of Noah and in. Parham to Jacob Lowen. Over to Jacob Leon. Back to Jacob Lowen. Jacob Leon. Lowen. Parham. Ching with the ball now. Shoots and saved by the goalie. Rebound picked up by Caleb over to Keaton. Keaton, sorry. Over to Jacob. Keaton. Jacob. Keaton. Back to Jacob. Keaton. Tristan, who shoots and scores. He just raw on the court to Brady, to Parham, over to Jacob Lowen, to Parham again, back to Jacob Lowen, over to Jacob Leong, back to Jacob Lowen, who fumbles the ball. Parham picks the ball back up and gets tackled. Brady inbounds to Parham, to Jacob Leon, back to Jacob Lowen, who shoots and scores. Number 15 inbounds to Keaton. That was Blake who inbounds to Keaton. Keaton over to Blake, who shoots and big save by Noah. Inbounded by Blake and scores. Rebounded by Blake and scores. Brady inbounds the ball to Parham. Parham to Seth. Seth handles the ball, and it is called it's Lillian Osborne ball. Brady to Seth, over to Parham. Parham over to Jacob Leong, to Jacob Lowen, to Parham, over to Jacob Ching, who tries saving it and doesn't. He's close. Keaton bringing it up the court, over to Jacob. Jacob bringing it down. Jacob shoots and misses the net. Parham bringing it down, over to Jacob Lowen, back to Parham. Parham shoots and scores. It is 33-16 on the yellow. Yellow is called on number 5, Keaton. I take it back, it was on number 15, Blake, not number 5, Keaton. Blake inbounds on Keaton, over to number 16, Mather. Down to Caleb, who saves the ball. Noah inbounding to Parham. Parham bringing it down, over to Jacob Lowen. Jacob Lowen with it, shoots and stopped by Keaton. Brady with the ball now, inbounding it to Jacob Leon, to Jacob Lowen. Parham, back to Leon. Over to Parham, who tries shooting and sends it over the net. It is Osborne ball though. Brady, who shoots immediately, but it's saved. It's Keaton with the ball now. Over to Mather, who jumps and stopped by Jacob Leon. Parham brings it up now. Parham, still with it. Over to Brady, who's inside and scores. 34-16 for the Legends. Blake inbounds it to Keaton. Over to Mather. Back to Keaton. Over to Tristan, who shoots and scores. Brady inbounds to Parham. Parham bringing the ball down. Parham miscommunicates with Jacob Lowen. Keaton now bringing up the ball. Over to Mather. Over to Caleb, who shoots and scores. That is Brady, who gives it to Parham. Parham to Lowen, to Leon. Back to Lowen. So back to Parham. Parham shoots and the ball is intercepted, but it is still Osborne ball. Brady to Parham. Parham shoots and scores 5-hole. 10 minutes and 44 seconds left. 35-18 game for the Legends. It is Keaton. Shot is intercepted. It is still their ball. Salisbury is inbounding up. Tristan passes it to number 13, Tice, who scores. Brady to Parham. Parham over to Seth, who jumps over and misses the net. Timeout on Lillian Osborne. Keep in mind that tomorrow and Friday you can get your April bus passes from Miss Mitchell in the library during lunch or after school. But if you're driving to school yourself using the student parking lot, we do have a bylaw officer who is on school grounds right now. So if you do not have a parking placard, you will be ticketed or possibly even towed. And from the Student Resource Center, please note that while yes, the library is open during the day and available for all students who have a spare, you must have your ID card on your table. This will help us keep the library a safe and welcome environment for everyone at LO. And as always, reminder to keep this space as quiet for students to study and work on assignments as possible. Remember that pre-enrollment is happening until April 14th, so make sure that your parents have signed you up on School Zone. Lillian is currently a lottery school, meaning that only families in our area may sign up to be entered into the lottery. I hope to see some of you guys there. And from the yearbook committee, make sure that you Legends order your yearbooks as soon as possible, as the deadline is May 31st. That isn't far away. Go to School Zone, then head to your fees tab to order it. Additionally, do you want to see some of your photos in the yearbook? Download the Friesens Uploaded app and use our code 291674 to upload your images. Timeout over. Both teams getting ready to go back on. Osborne and Salisbury both coming on. Salisbury with an 0-2-2 record. 0 wins, 2 losses, 2 ties. And Legends have going into this with 5 wins, no losses, no ties. That is Brady inbounding the ball. Brady to Parham. Over to Lowen, to Leon. Leon to Lowen. Parham shooting and scores. It is 36-19 for the Legends. Blake mishandles it. Xander to Mather. Over to Caleb, who misses the net. Noah now inbounding the ball to Parham. Bringing the ball down is Parham, who sends it over to Seth. Seth to Parham, who shoots and scores. 37-19. Blake over to Tristan. Back to Connor. Connor shoots and misses. It is Salisbury ball though. Sorry, that was Xander who shot. Blake to Xander. Over to Mather. Into the corner for Caleb. Back to Mather. To Xander. To Tristan. Into the corner. Shot and saved by Noah. Parham. No, taking the ball up the court. To Jacob. Parham. Over to Seth. Jacob Ching now with the ball. Shot and scores. Crowd goes crazy for that goal by Jacob Ching. Blake over to Xander to Tristan. Tristan to Blake. Blake shoots and scores. Brady inbounds it to Parham. Parham bringing it up the court. Parham going in, passing it to Jacob Ching, who fumbles the ball. It is now Blake. Over to Xander. Xander. Parham saved by Noah. Caleb gets the ball and does not get the goal because he stepped into the goalie area. It is now Parham. Parham taking it up, shooting and scores. It is 39-20 for the Legends. Timeout called on Salisbury. It is currently 39-20 for the Legends with 8 minutes, 45 seconds left to go in the second half. Quick shout out to the Lillian Osborne Parents Association. Without their help, this broadcast would not be possible. And shout out to all of this year's handball coaches for leading all our teams to a hopefully successful season. From the from the yearbook committee, make sure that you have ordered your yearbook as soon as possible, as the deadline is May 31st. That isn't far away. Go to School Zone, then head to your fees tab to order it. Additionally, do you want some of your photos to be in the yearbook? Download the Free Zones Uploaded app and use our code 291674 to upload your images. And remember that pre-enrollment is happening until April 14th, so make sure that your parents sign you up for your next school on School Zone. Lillian is currently a lottery school, meaning that only families in our area may sign up for the lottery. I hope to see some new faces at the school. And from the Student Resource Center, please note that while yes, the library is open during the day and available to all students who have a spare, you must have your ID card on the table. This will help us keep the library a safe and welcome environment for everyone at LO. And as always, remember to keep this place quiet for students to study and work on assignments. Now, timeout over. It is Salisbury ball. Blake inbounding the ball. Blake with it, waiting for the whistle. Xander over to Mather, to Caleb. Caleb trying to get through, gets called on a double dribble. Noah with the ball, sending it to Parham. Parham bringing it up, sending it to Jacob Lowen. Jacob Lowen to Jacob Ching, who shoots and scores. Inbound Xander to Keaton. Keaton back to Xander. Over to Mather. To Caleb. Back to Mather. To Xander. Keaton shoots and misses the net. Or hits the post, sorry. It's Parham going up the court. To Seth, who fumbles the ball. Keaton picks it up. Keaton over to Mather. Mather shoots and saved by Noah. Seth to Brady. Parham now with it. Slows down. Over to Jacob Lowen. Beneath the pass, trying to go, but foul is called. Brady with the ball. Passing it to Jacob Lowen. To Jacob Ching, who can't catch it, but does now. Jacob Lowen. Over to Parham. Parham going in, shoots and scores. 41-20 for the Legends. It is now Keaton to Xander. Back to Keaton. Down in the corner. Shot and score. That is number 2, Sean Parham to Jacob Lowen. It's Osborne ball. Brady to Jacob Lowen. Parham. Parham shoots and scores. Keaton inbounding to Xander. Keaton. Xander. Mather. Back to Xander. Xander shoots and hits the post. Mark to Brady. Parham. Back to Brady. Seth. Bank pass to Brady. Doesn't go. Brady. Parham. Jacob Lowen. Jacob shoots and scores. Keaton inbounds to Xander. Xander to Mather. Mather shoots and hits the post. Blake shoots and scores, but it was kicked first. It is Osborne ball. Parham bringing it down Parham. Over to Jacob Lowen. Into the corner for Jacob Ching. Gets called for a double dribble. Mather. Far pass to Keaton, that doesn't go. It is Osborne ball. Mark passing it to Parham. Parham bringing it up. Pass doesn't go. Intercepted. Keaton with it, bringing it, going down. Keaton with the ball. Sending it to Xander. Xander to Mather. Down in the corner for Caleb, who shoots and saved by Noah. Mark picks up the ball, giving it to Brady. Back to Parham. Parham bringing the ball down. Parham shoots and scores. That is 44-21 for the Legends. Keaton inbounds to Xander. Back to Keaton. Back to Xander. Over to Mather, who jumps, shoots, and misses the net. That is Noah giving it to Parham. Sends it down to Seth. Seth to Mark. Mark over to Parham. Parham to Brady, who's in there and scores. It was in the crease though, so it didn't count. That is Mather. Xander fumbles the ball. Keaton back to Xander. Keaton. Pass intercepted by Mark, but it is Salisbury ball. Keaton to Xander, who jumps, shoots, and saved by Noah, keeps it out. That is a beautiful save by Noah. Parham bringing it down, sending it to Mark, who can't catch the ball. It is Salisbury ball. Xander bringing the ball down, sending it to Mather. Back to Xander. Fumbles the ball a little. Noah catches the fumbled ball. Parham bringing it down. Parham to Brady, who can't receive the pass. Blake now taking it down. Blake shoots and scores. 44-22 for the Legends. Parham over to Jacob Lowen. Sending it into the corner for Jacob Ching. Jacob Ching to Jacob Lowen. Parham over to Seth. Seth jumps and scores. Blake with the ball, giving it to Xander. Xander sending it to the number 13, Tice. Shot by Sean doesn't go. Noah to Parham. Parham bringing down the ball. Sending it to Jacob Lowen. Jacob Lowen shoots. Saved by the goalie. It's Mather going down. Sorry. There's Bakes, saved by Noah. Noah sending it to Parham. Parham bringing the ball down. Parham. Pass intercepted. Parham gets the rebound. Jacob Lowen to Jacob Ching. Jacob Ching to Jacob Lowen. Parham over to Brady, or Sean, who misses the net. Xander bringing the ball up the court. To Blake. Over to Tice, who misses the ball, and it is Osborne ball. Oh, Noah to Tice, or to Parham. Jump ball, or not jump ball, floater to, and scores is Brady. Blake with the ball, giving it to Xander. Over to Tice. Tice to Xander. Xander jumps, shoots, and misses the net. Osborne ball, Noah to Parham. Sending it to Jacob, or sorry, Parham still with it. So now sending it to Jacob Lowen, to Jacob Ching, who over to Jacob Lowen, who shoots and misses the net. Xander with the ball, sending it to Mather. But Parham intercepts, but it is called Salisbury ball. Xander to Tice. Tice. Pass is intercepted by Seth. Brady to Parham. Parham to Brady. Brady going in. Misses the net. called. 36 seconds left in the game. It is 46-22 for the Legends. Brady gets to take a penalty shot. And the penalty shot misses. Salisbury ball with 20 seconds left in the game. Xander to Tice. Tice taking the shot, and it's saved by Noah after a deflection off of an Osborne player. Parham now holding the ball for the final 7 seconds of the game. Jacob to Seth to Parham. And that is the game. 46-22 victory for the Legends. That was an intense game with many goals from the Lillian Osborne Legends, with great defense going along with it. I hope everyone loved watching this game as much as I did. Quick shout out to the Student Parents Association for making this whole broadcast possible. Also a shout out to Mr. O and Mr. Zhang for making this game day possible, along with Ria, Anaya, and Rena for helping out today. Once again, I'm Zachary Jones. Thank you all for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, and click that bell icon. And just remember to be legendary.